and the always beautiful Mrs. Honeydew Carpenter. This is our Saturday live show. We're doing these lives every week just to let you know we're still here, and we're moving along. I had to do some contracts and take a contract off site, and do some trade work so that we can get a solar system and whatnot going, because we don't really have any electricity at this point. And so I am operating an excavator and doing some excavation work off-site for a guy and helping develop their property and whatnot. And it's been busy time. I've been putting in a lot of hours, and so we're moving along. We have a busy day today, and on top of that, our youngest son, Darstan, has an eye infection. I think Mrs. Honeydew's going to have to take him to the doctor. But I am going to help another friend today on my weekend. I'm going to take my trailer and go do some lumberjacking and help cut up some wood. And so we're just doing everything we can to keep afloat. We are getting into the point now. Last year at this time, it was a lot warmer than it is now. I mean, it just snowed 4 inches a couple days ago, and then it melts away and whatnot. So it is kind of springtime, but at the same time, the nights have been a lot colder than they were last year at this time, and so it's kind of set us back a little on our on our getting our aircrete in our walls. However, that being said, I'm kind of working a deal with this other guy to do halftime there and halftime here, and then we'll be shooting our videos and insulating our walls and doing that stuff with aircrete half the time. Now, that being said, we're not doing just aircrete. We're going to do some that has like packing peanuts mixed in with it, and some ground up EPS mixed in with it in certain sections of the walls. And we're also going to do some dustcrete. I mean, we're up here in timber country, so I can get truckloads of sawdust down at the sawmill. And I want to mix aircrete with some sawdust, and and then at the end of the day, we'll have these different sections, and we'll have them marked on what they are, and next winter we can take a thermal camera to the outside, and you'll be able to just tell instantaneously what is the best insulator and whatnot. And so, and a lot of that, the application of it, as we're putting in like dustcrete or EPScrete or just straight aircrete, the logistics of it, what is most user friendly on a DIY basis. And so that's kind of where we're at now.
So we do have some exciting stuff coming. We haven't been putting much out recently because he has been working off site and everything. So but stay tuned, because there's a lot.
Yeah, we are going to continue with our Patreon, and I'm going to finish doing the book reading. The idea behind the Patreon is that people who want to build a rocket stove like this, they can join Patreon and go on there and go through all the different classes as I go through it and get all the tips and tricks and whatnot. And we're working on getting the edited videos up of me going through the book reading, and then it'll be salt and peppered with me actually building the stoves, and some of the first Honeydew Carpenter University, where we had people from all over the country come in and we all built stoves together. And that kind of just brings things a little bit closer to people. It lets them know that, hey, these guys were laymen's and they came and they're doing the work and they're getting it done. And so
anyways, that's kind of where we're at right now. If you guys do want to try and help support us, there you can go join Patreon. We have a small $5 a month that would greatly help us in continuing these experiments. Yeah, and we'll, you get a newsletter and some pictures about what's going on our homestead. Ken Nelson says he liked, subscribed, and shared. Thank you. All right, thanks for that, Ken. Daniel says hola from Argentina. Well, hello. Oh, I love it. Little Rich says howdy, howdy, howdy. Well, hi. Tim Fox says good morning, Darwin and Melanie and family. Greetings from Mesa, Arizona. Currently, the temp here is 80 degrees. I hope you're enjoying the Rocky Mountains. Early spring in northern Idaho. Wow, can you imagine 80 degrees right now? That'd be crazy. That would be fantastic. Right? Malbur says, good afternoon. Love the warmer weather too, right? It's so nice. Morning, guys, Jeff says. Susie says, love your work. Well, thank you, Susie. So, anything else you want to add today? No, I mean, we want to keep it a little bit short. Today we got a really busy day. Like I said, I think Mrs. Honeydew's going to have to drive the 80 miles down the river corridor to the nearest big city and take one of our boys to the doctor. And he got something in his eye last night, and it's still not out. Yeah, it's not out, and it's swelling, and so we've got to do something. And then I've got to go, start the chainsaw and start doing some wood harvesting and helping out a friend who has some logs and wants them moved and cut up and out of the way. So, right. But that's where we're at. All right. So sorry it's short this morning, but you guys, thank you for joining us on this live, and you guys have a wonderful and blessed day. Okay. And another thing I wanted to say is, for whatever reasons, like building. Oh yeah, but the plumbing prices are just through the roof, and that's what I use to make the foamates. I'm gonna do everything I can, and I'm gonna go through and try and find some other sources where I can get the plumbing parts cheaper. And that being said, I want to do a like 20% off sale on the foamates. But I've got to source some more parts in larger quantities for a lesser price to be able to do that. So, but just keep that in mind and look out for it. All right, love you guys. When is the first wall pour coming? Jeff is wanting to know. Okay, so we have about 2 weeks left on a contract that we're doing right now. And then we have another week after that we have some things going on, and then we're going to do the next. So in 3 weeks we're going to do the first wall. That's our goal. Okay. That's our goal. Let's hope everything runs as we plan. Right. Yeah. Love the